a panel discussion with our experts, and we're going to talk beauty. We're going to talk all things beauty, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up to you, and we're going to take 6 questions from the audience, and put your hand up after the discussion, and you can ask whoever you want, whatever you want about beauty. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to pass the mic around, and I'm going to get everyone on the panel to introduce themselves, who you are and what you do.
Hi everyone, my name is Mihlali Ndamase, known as Mihlali N. I am a beauty YouTuber, content creator, and I'm also a full-time student studying a BA in Strategic Brand Communications.
Wow, I don't even know why I'm so nervous now. Like, I've had this mic for like 2 nights. Anyway, oh no, that sounded wrong. So, I'm Nomalanga. I'm a radio and TV personality. I'm an actress, and I also do have a few. Nice to meet you guys. Okay, cool. My name is Abongwe. I'm a content creator, I'm a model, and a chat queen. I chat a lot, and I work for a PR and events company doing social media.
Hi, I'm Renee de Wit, makeup artist and owner of Gorgeous To Go mobile hair and makeup artist. I painted your beautiful face, you know that? Oh, you're lucky. And I have a blog called Gorgeous To Go, so I'm going to hand you over to the beautiful mermaid next to me.
Hey guys, you've seen me all day. I don't have much to say, but I'm Kimlyn. I'm a makeup artist, hairstylist, and also a unicorn. What's up guys, my name is Nadia Jaftha. I'm a full-time social media influencer, vlogger, YouTuber, and some may know me as a content queen.
Hi, I'm Shakti, and I look after the Bioderma brand, as well as several other brands at CDF. And I've got 2 amazing kids, and I'm a single mom of these 2 amazing kids.
Thank you. Okay, I'm just going to jump right into it. I have a couple of questions for everyone on this panel, and after that we're going to open it up. Okay, Nadia, you're first. Nadia, I think we all know who Nadia is. She has blown up this year. Nadia and I were in Ibiza together recently, and we bonded and we talked a lot about what it takes to be an influencer, how you make money off your social media feed, and how you stay current and how you stay relevant. I want to know, Nadia, what do you think is the key to your success?
No pressure. Definitely, I started all of this not really knowing what I'm doing. To be honest, I think most people started not really knowing what they're doing, because in South Africa it got to us quite late, so we kind of had to adjust to what the world was doing, and then we kind of just made it our own. So I think the key element to stay relevant is to just stay true to who you are. Obviously, I mean that's a given. It's really easy to get lost in all of it, especially the more you grow and the more well-known you become. It's very easy to lose yourself. So I think the key element is obviously to stay true to yourself, stay humble, and always know why you started, and know that there's always room for growth.
Okay, I follow Nadia on Instagram, and I literally lie in bed and go on my Instagram feed, and I love watching your dance videos. They're just hilarious. But your content's pretty diverse. You do fashion, you do beauty, you do dance videos, you've got a bit of comedy thrown in there. When it comes to beauty, what I want to know, what is your most popular, most liked, biggest reach beauty post, and why do you think it was so popular?
I find when it comes to beauty, my most engagement and most likes that I get always involves me wearing minimal makeup, and smiling with the biggest, all my teeth showing. But that's just for me. It might not work for other influencers, because my following is used to seeing me a certain way. They're used to seeing me in my raw form sometimes. They're not really used to seeing me all dolled up and makeup and everything. So I'd say the most reach that a beauty post would get of mine would be when I'm wearing the least makeup, minimal makeup, you know, just to have that glow, that summer glow. And yeah, when I'm just being myself.
Yeah, I think that comment's really important because it has a lot to say about the beauty industry where we are today. And as women, I know I relate to someone that's more accessible, you know, and the more natural face is more relatable for us. So I'm not surprised by that answer. And what I want to know now is there are a lot of, there might be some women out there in the audience that are interested in getting into the beauty influence and social media sphere. What tips do you have for an aspiring beauty influencer?
I'll definitely say that don't be intimidated if you are not a professional, because the thing about being an influencer is that you are in control of your identity. So if people want to see how you apply or do your eyebrows, how you apply or take off your makeup, they're watching you to see how you do it. So don't try and be too professional with it if you're not a professional, and if you are, then that's amazing. But I think, yeah, just build your own following. People are watching you to see how you do your specific, you know, have a specific vibe.
Okay, my next question is for Shakti. So Shakti is here representing Bioderma, and so skincare as a category is booming. I think as a woman it's really difficult to know what skincare brand to go for because there's so many brands out there. So what makes Bioderma stand out from the rest of the brands?
The reason why Bioderma stands out is because it's dermatologically approved and it's developed by dermatologists for the skin, and a lot of South African dermatologists prescribe the brand. And what makes it so unique is, if you look at the name Bioderma, the name says it all. Bio meaning biology and derma meaning skin. So it works with the biology of your skin to bring it back to normal. For example, if you've got an excessive oil, so it has active ingredients in there to bring your oil under control. So in other words, it doesn't excessively dry out your skin, but brings it back to normal. Because sometimes some of the products that you would use would excessively dry your skin or have an adverse reaction on your skin, so it wouldn't work optimally. So Bioderma has been researched thoroughly, and a lot of their money or investment goes back into research and development as well.
Yeah, I actually really encourage all of you to go to the Bioderma stand after this. I went earlier this morning because I suffer from adult acne, and I always thought, you know, I had too much moisture. But what I learned this morning is, yes, I've got oily skin, but it's actually really dehydrated. So Shakti was really helping me with selecting products that work. So I'm looking forward to trying those out. Okay, my next question, it's two in one. What is the best skincare advice you've ever received? And what skincare advice can you give everyone here today?
The best skincare advice I've ever received is to actually use a very good sunscreen from a young age. So I've always used a good sunscreen from the time I was a kid. Hence, because when you use a sunscreen from a young age, it prevents sun damage later on. You don't always see the sun damage when you're younger, but it starts showing much later, and then it's much more difficult to fix. The best skincare advice, I just always think it's important to cleanse your face, because sometimes as youngsters you come home late from a party and you go straight to bed without having to cleanse your face, and then you you just develop acne and excessive oiliness. So I would always advise, in the Bioderma range, we have the Sensibio H2O, the Sebium H2O, to keep a bottle next to your bedside and to quickly clean your skin before you go to bed. So it's just easy, and you know it's done in a few easy steps.
Thanks, Shakti. I know I've definitely been guilty of passing out with a full face of makeup on. So that bedside table advice is a good one. Kimlyn, thank you so much for being our makeup artist today and teaching us all of those tips and tricks. I know that you've done makeup for quite a few celebrities. Which has been your favourite celebrity makeup look and why?
Wow, what a question. I personally love like doing so many different faces purely because, especially celebrities, like you say, especially local celebrities, because when you look at them, you think, oh my god, no, I can't say this, I can't do this. But when you in someone's personal space that way, it becomes such an experience. And I think my best experience has been working with Mihlali. She's become one of the most important people in my life. She has helped me a lot in the industry. I think my favorite look I did with her was for the Met. I think it was this year, and we did an amazing, like this faded red look, and we had so much fun. And the best part about it is she always goes, do whatever, and gives me the freedom to be creative, and that's what I love, and that's what I'm known for, is being outside of the box. It's, you know, so yeah, I would say that.
Okay, now before today, I was chatting to our beauty team at COSMO, and our beauty editor at Piwe said to me, oh, Kimlyn does the best smoky eye. What I want to know is, you're busy getting ready for a night out, and you don't necessarily have a huge amount of time. What is your tip for getting a really sexy smoky eye in no time at all?
So similar to all the tricks I've given you today, I would literally, whatever you have in your bag, and it's usually a bronzer, etc., I wouldn't go for black. So avoid that, especially when you're in a rush, because you're not going to have enough time to blend that product out. So go for browns, and then if you want to brighten it up, add the sparkle like I showed you, and that will just amplify your smoky eye. But dedicate most of the little time that you do have to blending, and that's how it's going to look perfect.
Thanks, Kimlyn. Okay, I'm going to move on to Renee. So Renee and I have worked together on many COSMO covers and many COSMO beauty features. And she has been the artist behind a lot of the covers that you've seen on sale. Renee, what is your advice to young women who are interested in becoming a makeup artist? What schools and when they're trained, how to make a name for yourself? Because there are a lot of makeup artists out there. So how do you stand out?
Very difficult standing up in these pits. So I remember a time when I was 19, 20 and I left art school and I was desperate to be a makeup artist, and it was the hardest challenge to prove myself. And I had mentors, I had amazing mentors. I had Ria Ferreira, I got Carol Lupton, that I thank today for giving me that opportunity, for nurturing me. So I'm all about nurturing young talent because I know just how incredibly tough it is. My advice for young artists is do as much free stuff as you can. Never stop learning. I watch your tutorials, so I've learned stuff from you, girl. And I'm like old enough to be a granny. So never ever stop learning. I travel the world every year. I go somewhere to another country and go and see celebrity makeup artists doing courses. I am so hungry for knowledge. Even though I'm 102, I will never stop learning, and I will never stop nurturing young talent. So nothing is too little. Do as much free stuff as you can. Go and spread perfume in this. Whatever it is that you need to do, just put yourself out there.
Okay, now summer's coming up, and I want to know from you what you think summer's big beauty trend is going to be.
Note, I didn't get up. I bust my pants like someone I know. So I think the biggest beauty trend, which is actually my favorite thing ever, is that people are embracing imperfection on a major scale. They're embracing things that might not be the most attractive thing or the thing that you love the most about yourself. Like, I actually love where fashion is going. The fact that natural hair, people are walking around with like seriously cool afros, natural hair, messy eyebrows. The focus is on healthy looking skin. Get your Bioderma, people, and take care of your skin. That is the most important thing. Less is more, says me, who's got polyfiller on. But trust me, focus on your skin, take care of your inside, and love your imperfections.
Okay, Abongwe, firstly thank you for being our model and allowing us to paint your face today. Abongwe was also, she's also been on the pages of Cosmopolitan. She was one of the stars of our Be Beautiful campaign that launched a bit earlier this year, and you've been seeing it loop on the AV screens today. Abongwe is a content creator, and what I want to know from you is how do you stay relevant and engaging?
Thank you. Yeah, it's a big screen. To see my group as a very big screen. With me and the way I create content is I'm at peace with myself. I think it's very easy to want to recreate other people's work. There was a time where I wanted to be a pretty, a fashion girl, but then I realized I'm a Maliki and I cannot, you know. So I come across and I just do whatever feels right at the time, and always being okay with like the crazy ideas in your head, because with me it starts with a crazy idea and then it needs to come out. And luckily now I'm in a space in my career when my content creation space where people are okay with me going left. You know, today I might come and I'm a like cute little girl and I do like cute fashion poses, and then tomorrow I'm like this deep artistic vibe with gold eyes, and I'm at peace with it and I'm putting it out there, and I'm actually very surprised that people are actually accepting it. So it's just for me, it's like put out stuff that you are happy with and genuine it, and then people will really take it in.
Okay, I want to talk a little bit to you about diversity and diversity in the beauty industry, because I feel like finally we're at an exciting time in the beauty industry where we are starting to see more diversity and more representation, but we do have a long way to go. What more do you want to see from brands out there when it comes to beauty and inclusivity?
It's been a beautiful ride. Like, it's been a good thing to watch that brands are starting to be inclusive. But then also I'm just like, if one brand is doing something and it's working for them, please find another. There's always someone that you haven't reached. You know, there's always someone you haven't connected with. And also, I like the fact that people aren't necessarily using the generic, you know? For example, with me is, I'm also a model. So I'll go to a casting and then they say, we're a low situation. And then I come there and I have my scars on my chest, my scars on my arm. And then it's like, and I'm like, but then there's other people who are different and you need to reach those people, you know? And you need to push that in your skin. Like, nothing, with me, when I go around in a room and I'm like, oh my gosh, she has beautiful skin. you know, or oh my God, she's so confident. And there's something off about that beauty, and it works. You know, go for the different so that people can connect with you. After I did the COSMO thing, people were just like, I had someone tweeting me and also in my DM saying, I have exactly the same scars that you have, and by you going out and putting yourself out there, I'm at peace with myself. And I looked at her page and she was posting pictures that I was posting when I wasn't at peace with myself. We're covering pictures that everything is high up to here. And she's like, when you did that, I connected with that. So I think brands should be more mindful and look for more than just a pretty face.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more, and it's something that I'm really passionate about, and it's something that Cosmopolitan really stands behind now, and it's all shapes, all sizes, all perfections, all imperfections. That's really something I believe in, and that's something that we are pushing hard to represent in our pages. So thank you. Okay, Nomalanga. Okay, this is actually a question from our beauty editor, Piwe. Unfortunately, she couldn't make it here today, so she sent me a question for you. She said, you've become known for your amazing crown. How do you maintain it, and what is your #1 hair secret?
The legend of the one mic stage. Okay, so thank you for that question. Yeah, I spoke about this earlier, about how crazy I am about hair. When it comes to hair, I love natural textures. For this event, I went with, vindictive ex-wife look, with this type of vibe. I don't know if people got it, but yeah. So when it comes to hair, I use a lot of products, but I'm going to talk about my natural hair because I actually have an afro that's also quite long. I loved the Sheer Moisture range that was demonstrated here for us. I'm actually going to try it out. But some of the products that I use are just natural oils, avocado oil, the same oil that you eat. If it's good enough to eat, it's good enough to, go anywhere on your body, honestly. Coconut oil, mix it all up with shea butter, olive oil, all of those things. I know that they've become like those urban legends, like, oh, the coconut oil people. But it actually works for my hair type at that. A lot of people have, different types of hair. So just because it works for one person doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to work for you. So I always try things out, and I found my winning formula. And yeah, when it comes to maintaining my wigs though, it's a very, very long process. Like I'm a YouTube watcher. So I go and I watch tutorials on how to do it, find different treatments for your hair and things like that.
Okay, and then one more question for you. You are a TV presenter, and you're on TV a lot, and I know from friends in the industry that you don't always have the luxury of a makeup artist to do your makeup before you go on the screen, and often you actually have to do it yourself. So what is your go-to makeup look to get ready for the screen?
Thank you for that question. I loved Renee's response about makeup trends and beauty trends in 2018 to the future. I'm big on just having great skin, naturally, so I'm that girl. Like every night, I mean, there are some nights where I'm just like, oh my God, I can't do it, I need to sleep. But I always make sure that I'll at least wipe the makeup off. So I invest quite a lot into my actual skin, but when it comes to makeup looks just to get ready, a bushy brow, I call them the Cara Delevingne brows. There's such a thing for me as I never go for like an on-fleek type of eyebrow. I love them to be bushy and messy, skin dewy. If I've got a bit of a glow going on situation there, highlights. So eyebrows, mascara, highlights and blush, I'm good. I'm not big on foundations and concealers and things like that unless I'm going to do like a big concert or a show. So yeah, sometimes I just even put on my, Fix Plus and I go,